Hello everyone, it's Logi's Time Warp Treasures, and it's time for the first actual video. Now, I'm sure you've seen my community post or the video I made previous. If you haven't seen either of those, then you should probably watch the video or look at the community post. I'm doing another channel rebrand. I know it's like the 7th, but I feel like this is what I'm finally going to be doing with this channel, and I'm just going to be more general. I am not stopping Chuck E. Cheese content. Just as a big heads up, I'm simply moving towards a more general direction so I can actually do the things that I want to do, because I like doing a lot of things. I like collecting a lot of things, and I really wasn't able to do that just being constricted to Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza content. So I just got back from being sick, so my voice might be a little strange, but let's just move on to what this video is about. This video is about the first two lots that I got from for Skylanders. I'm starting a Skylanders collection. This is the collection I'm currently pushing the most towards. I am canceling the Skylanders channel, and all the Skylanders content is going to be solely on here. You're only going to see on here. That channel, if you go to it, there's nothing on it, and there probably never will be, so I might even take it down, but I'm going to be going over the first two lots that I bought that started or restarted my Skylanders collection. So let's get into it. As you can see, I have a lot of Skylanders stuff, but I'm going to be going over it separately because I've re-recorded this video or stuff like this video many times trying to get a perfect, just like, what should I do? Should I go over this and this? And I think I've just finally decided I'm just going to go over the figures in, like, when I got them. So, like, if I got a figure one day, I would do all the figures I got that day or in that lot, or I got these from a thrift store. I think I'm just going to do it like that. I don't really want to do a full collection video. Of course, I will probably do that eventually when I get my collection really boosted up. But for now, I'm just going over the lots that I got. So let's move on to the first lot, and that is the Big Spyro's Adventure lot. Now, this lot came with almost every single Spyro's Adventure character. I do have all of them now, but it was missing, I believe, 4 characters that I eventually got over time. So let's move on. I have all these organized, so I'll kind of just pick them out and put them on the portal for display. So let's move on to the first Skylander. The first Skylander for this lot, I guess not really the first. It wasn't the first I saw when I opened the package, but the first, like, in the elements. I have them go from earth to fire at the end, but first one is Dino Ring. Now, Dino Ring, he's a really cool Skylander. I'm not really going to go crazy in detail about these since I don't want this video to be an hour long, but he's a pretty cool Skylander. He's an earth element, and yeah, he's got some pretty cool design features like boomerangs and whatnot. He has a couple paint scratches, but nothing too crazy. The main things I'm going to be pointing out about these figures is mainly just the cosmetic flaws, but it's going to be pretty quick for each character. So let's just move on to the next one. This character is Bash. No cosmetic or paint scratches. Works great in game. And yeah, pretty cool Skylander. Also got Terrafin, who unfortunately lost his fin, so I will be getting a replacement for him. He's not really an expensive Skylander by any means. He's almost as cheap as Spyro, so let's move on to the next figure. Up we got Series 2 Bash, which people say he's expensive when he's really not. He's only like $8 to $10. That's really not crazy. I know it's over average, but it's definitely not as crazy as some other characters. But there's Series 2 Bash. He came with a lot. I like his design way better, so let's move on to the next Skylander. The next one is Granite Crusher, which you could barely see, but he kind of glows. I will be getting a new one just because he does not glow that well, but I guess I'll test him out to see if he works in game. He's a great-looking Skylander overall, and I know he's actually like $20, but I will be getting another one just because he doesn't glow that well. Next up is Stealth Elf. Pretty great figure. Honestly, I like the Series 1 the best. I like the Series 1 way more than the Series 2 or 3, so let's move on to the next figure. I got 2 Stump Smashes, 1 from each lot. They're both in pretty similar condition. I do love Stump Smash, and I do have 3 actually, but we'll be going over why I have 3 in a later video. But there's the 2 Stump Smashes. Here's Series 2 Stealth Elf. She's a couple paint scratches, but nothing too crazy. I like her pose. She's pretty cool. Next up, we have two Tree Rexes, both of which glow fabulously, as you can see. They both glow really well, way more than the Granite Crusher. And, yeah, I just love Giants. I think the Giants are probably one of my favorite gimmicks, second being Swap Force. But, yeah, I just love the Giants. I just love those big figures and those giant, I don't know. I just love the Giants. Next up is Ninja Stealth Elf, who is a starter pack character. And she's pretty cool. I used to have her, but honestly, I don't like her as much as the Series 1 or 2s, but I think she's still pretty cool. I like how they turned her into a ninja. Next up is Zook right here. I love Zook. He's probably one of my favorite life elements from Spyro's Adventure. He has a little paint chip on the tip of the rocket, but that's to be expected. I see that with a lot of people's Zooks. But, yeah, let's move on to the next one. Up is the first and only chase variant I have so far, and that is the glow-in-the-dark Series 2 Sonic Boom. Now, I will turn the lights off just so we can see how good it glows. Put it to the side here, and it actually glows, I guess there's some life here. I'll cover the portal a bit. It actually glows really well. There's some sunlight. We'll move it to the darkest area. There we go. You can really see the glow. But, yeah, the glow-in-the-dark Skylanders, they glow really well, so let's turn the lights back on and move on to the next figure. Now, the next figure is Sonic Boom Series 1, not Series 2. And I don't know, I like Sonic Boom in the first game. It's kind of a forgettable character, especially with Whirlwind, but yeah, pretty good. There's another character that I will be replacing in the future, and that is Lightning Rod, which, although he is my favorite Skylander, there's some dog bites on him, and I'm fine with paint chips, as long as it's not too major, but with, like, indents and broken pieces that aren't there, I just can't do that. I want to have my figures in semi-good condition. I know I'm never going to get perfect condition, and that's just fine with me. I don't care about perfect condition, but I feel like stuff like that, I don't know, it just kind of bugs me, so I'll be getting another Lightning Rod, and there were Skylanders with broken pieces, however, their broken pieces were in the box, and Terrafid didn't have his Fid in the box, so I fixed the ones that had broken pieces, and surprisingly, they were there, and I'm fine with them now. I mean, I fixed them, so they look fine, but let's move on to the next figure. Here we have two Jetpacks. I do have two of each Giants starter pack character. It looks like the two lots both got the Giant starter pack, which makes sense. It's one of the most popular starter packs. But yeah, there's my two Jetpacks. I have two Tree Rexes, and we'll get to the two Cinders later. For Whirlwind, this is one of two, or one of three broken Skylanders, but this is the one of two that I was able to fix. Right? No, it is one of three. There was the Pirate Seas over there was broken. But as you can see, there's super glue right there because I had to super glue her. Her wing was broken, and I fixed it, and now I'm fine with her, honestly. I don't feel like when something is broken, you shouldn't put no effort into you shouldn't put no effort into fixing it. You should at least try and get things working again. And that's what I did. I mean, it's as simple as super glue. I'm not going to buy another one. I'm not really I am kind of a perfectionist, but I'm not that bad of a perfectionist. So let's move on to the next element, and that is water. Now for Gilgrunt, I actually have two Gilgrunts. This one is out, and I do have one in there. So the story about Gilgrunt is I got that one from the first lot, and I got this one from the second. So I got this one later in the day. However, this one used to be in there, that weird do-it-yourself snow globe, and I took it out because it was in better condition than the one I first got, so I just chucked it in there, and I don't know, I just think it makes a cool display piece. It is blue like the water element, and now I have two Gilgrunts, so that's the story about him. Let's move on to the next figure. Here is the final character that I will be replacing, and that is Zap. He has bites all over him. It's actually much worse than Lightning Rod, like all over his head and his horns. It's actually really bad. I do kind of feel bad because this Zap is pretty much maxed out, and this was the Zap I did all the heroic challenges, pretty much all the 3 stars with, because I had to do all the speed runs in the game. So he's pretty much maxed out, 500 health, almost as much as Bash. He's crazy powerful, but I don't know. I might write his data onto a new one with an NFC writer, get a new one and just scan the data on, but currently I don't have an NFC reader and writer, and I don't have the programs, and I don't want to get into all that currently. But yeah, I'll be getting a new Zap. Pretty bad condition, but let's move on to the next one. Character is Slam Bam, who I originally was going to replace, mainly not even because of the person, but Activision. They kind of messed up with his wonky eyes, but I mean, there is paint scratches on his fur, but I don't really care. Honestly, I think it gives him personality, and nothing's broken, and I like Slam Bam. I'm not gonna get another one of him. I originally was, but I decided, no, I'm just gonna keep him. So let's move on to the next figure from both the lots. Up is Washbuckler, who he was one of two of my first swappers. Blaston and Washbuckler both came in the second lot, so I'm assuming they got a swap for starter pack since Ninja Stealth Elf was also in there. And I think it's pretty appropriate to have them be my first swappers since they were my only swappers with my previous Skylanders collection when I was younger, and they're also starter pack characters. So, yeah, I do have more swappers now, but let's just move on to the next figure. I do have two Spyros. This one is in better condition. This one has a little speck in the eye. I know it's not crazy, but I'd rather use the one in better condition. I know you might think, oh, you don't want to use the one in better condition. You want to keep it in that condition, but I don't know. I just like using the better condition one. So there's my two Spyros. Let's move on to the next figure. Next figure is another in-game variant, and that's Love Potion Pop Fizz. He's also my only Trap Team character as well, and he's really cool. I love this variant. Nothing crazy on the paint or anything, so definitely be keeping him. And he's a pretty cool variant. Move on to the next figure, I guess. Although these are two separate figures, I wanted to pretty much shove them in one. Here's Series 1 Double Trouble, and here's Series 2 Double Trouble. Now, Series 2 Double Trouble, his staff is a bit bent, but honestly, I don't care too much. I tried to fix it with a hairdryer, and that didn't really work too well. But I honestly don't care about replacing him. And I like Double Trouble. He's a pretty fun character to play as. And, yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Next figure is Mega Ram Spyro. I used to have this guy, and I think he's pretty cool. I like his long horns, but honestly, I kind of just like the original better. I think my favorite Spyro is definitely a Giant Spyro. I like the way he looks, but yeah, here's Mega Ram Spyro. This is the Spyro I had, and yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Voodoo on here, a very underrated Skylander, and he is actually one of my favorite. I think he's my favorite Magic Skylander from the first game. He's so fun to play as. I love his attacks and abilities. And, yeah, there's Voodoo. Is Wrecking Ball, who, although is hated, I actually, too, like playing as him. I feel like his figure... Sorry about that. I feel like his figure is actually quite ugly compared to his in-game version. He looks way better in-game, and honestly, his Series 2 looks way better. But I still like him as a figure and in the game, so I don't get all the hate for him. Let's move on to the next figure. I do have two Trigger Happies. I'm not sure which one's which, but I do play as one more primarily. I don't really play as the other one, but don't know which one's which. Two Trigger Happies. They're both starter pack characters, so that's expected. I have two Trigger Happies, two Spyros, and two Yo Grunts, and I have two of each Giants character, and soon to be 3 of each Spyro's Adventure and 3 of each Giants character, because I do want to get a new in-box starter pack for each game. And that does include Superchargers Racing on the Wii and 3DS, and all the 3DS games as well. I mean, maybe not new in box for the 3DS games, since they are more expensive, but definitely for the main base games, since the Wii U editions, the console I play on, they're pretty cheap. They average around $40 in price for each game. This Drill Sergeant, who is really overhated, when in reality, he's really fun to play as. I love Drill Sergeant. He did get a Series 2, which I actually don't really like. They didn't really change much. They just gave him a weird cannon and moved his arms around a bit. But I love Drill Sergeant. He's a good character. I'll still be getting a Series 2, of course, because my goal at the end of this collection is to have every Skylander in pretty good condition from in-game variants and base variants. I don't care about chase variants, but I will definitely be collecting the cheaper ones, like the green Xbox Skill Grunt, red Drill Sergeant, blue Bash, some of those Spyro's Adventure ones, but I definitely won't be getting the really expensive ones like the Silver Boomer and Eruptor, which are like $200 to $300 each. I don't really like that. Maybe I'll get one expensive one, but it's expensive enough already with Imaginators and Superchargers like Thrillipede and Robo Wildstorm, those characters. So I definitely won't be getting the chases, but I'll probably get a red drill sergeant, and my friend has him, so I might buy it from him. So there's drill sergeant. Next up is Boomer, who I kind of like him. I feel like I liked his Eons Elite better, because I did have the Eons Elite version. I found him at Ross years ago, new in box for like $5. Such a good deal. He's now worth like 20 to 40 new in box, but yeah, there's Boomer. He's a pretty fun character to play as, but I don't know. It's probably just sentimental value that I like the Eons Elite better with the big gold bombs he's holding in the gold base. But let's move on to the next figure. Do have two Drobots since they are pretty common characters, and I primarily use this one since this one has a small speck in the eye. It's kind of the same situation with Spyro. It's nothing I don't care about, and if I remember playing battle mode with my friend, or even story mode, if we both want to play as Drobot, I'm going to use him. I'm just going to throw him in the dump. But, yeah, there's my two Drobots. Let's move on to the next figure. Is Ghost Roaster, who is probably my favorite undead character. Either him or Chop Chop. I just love playing as Ghost Roaster. He's such a cool character. I wish they would have gave him an in-game variant, like a legendary Ghost Roaster. That would have been so cool. But from my knowledge, the only variant of Ghost Roaster is, the Eons Elite, and I don't think they made a Series 2 or Series 3 of him, so I'm pretty sure he's just exclusive to here. I remember seeing him, probably on my iPad when I was little, and just thinking how cool he was and wanting to get him, and now I finally can, because I'm older, and I have a job, and I have money that I can, spend to a degree, but there's Ghost Roaster, pretty cool figure. Wanted to throw these characters in one, clip, just because Cinder is the character I have the most of. I have the two Series 2 Cinders I mentioned previously. I have the Series 3 Phantom Cinder, who's pretty cool, and I also have Series 1 Cinder, so I have all the Cinders from my knowledge. I know they didn't make a Series 4 since I was limited to Gilgrim, the only character who got a Series 4, and I'm not sure about in-game variants. They might have made some for Cinder. I'd probably get glow-in-the-dark Cinder. I know they made that for the glow-in-the-dark starter pack with the glow-in-the-dark portal. But, yeah, there's all my Cinders, the character I have the most of currently. Second place being Stump Smash. So let's move on to the next figure. Next figure is Chop Chop, who his arm broke off, and I did glue it, and now it's fine. Like I said before, I'm not a huge perfectionist. If something's broken, I'll fix it, and then I'll keep it. And here's my Chop Chop, and also, I feel like the satisfaction of fixing something, or even just as simple as something like this, like super gluing it, it's just satisfying to have it and be like, oh yeah, I fixed that, and I'm using it right now. So, there's Chop Chop. Originally, I had his sword down, like this way, and it was kind of holstered down here, but I should have looked at a picture first, because when I did, I was like, oh, he has his sword, like, way up, so I fixed that, although it would have been cool. I kind of should have done it and bought another one, have a holstered Chop Chop. But let's move on to the next figure. Now, the next figure is Hex, who Hex, I think, is actually not that great. I don't really like Hex. I remember I had a Series 2 Light Core Hex. She was pretty cool, but honestly, Series 1 Hex, I'm not really a big fan of. Her attacks are fun to play, but she's definitely not my favorite Undead Skylander, and she probably comes in last, personally. Even though I don't even like Cinder that much. So let's move on to the next figure. The next figure is one of my favorite Skylanders, even though it's very basic, and it's my profile picture and in my intro and everything, and it's a Ruptor. Honestly, for the profile picture for this new channel rebrand, I honestly just took a picture of him and I thought it was cool and made it my profile picture. It's as simple as that. I didn't go through and be like, ooh, which collectible is my favorite? Which one? I really just took a picture of him. I thought it looked cool, and then I went on my drawing tablet or whatever, iPad or whatever, and I traced him out and kind of made this cool design for the intro. You can't really see it, but if you zoom in on my intro, you can see that it is kind of cel-shaded and traced. So, yeah, there's a Ruptor. I love Series 1 Ruptor. I'll definitely be getting all the other ones. I used to have Lava Barf Ruptor. Unfortunately, I didn't get him yet, but honestly, I can't wait for Series 2 Ruptor. I love the way he looks. And Light Core Ruptor and Lava Barf and Volcanic Lava Barf. Eruptor's just so cool. And I'll definitely be getting the Macy's Day Parade Eruptor, since he's just so cool. He's not even a Skylander, but it's just a unique product. So I'll definitely be picking that up in the near future. But there's a Ruptor. Great figure. I have two Flame Slingers. This one, I try to fix. His arrows droop down. It's really his whole, like, freaking body's, like, down. Like, you can even see his head is down. But, yeah, this one's in better condition. But I honestly like the look of this one. It looks like he's kind of holstered down, but yeah, I like the look of both of them. I really don't think the bending affects it too much, but there's my two flame slingers. I think they both look cool in my opinion. Next up is Sunburn, who is, for some reason, highly desired, even though she's not expensive at all, and she's alright. Honestly, her attacks are fine, and I like her. I mean, I really like her gameplay, and her figure's really cool, but I don't know why she's so desired. I guess she's just kind of an underdog, and, excuse me, I guess she only got one figure, so I guess that kind of makes her one of the forgotten ones, like, who else? Camo's kind of forgotten. He did get a Series 2, though. Guys like Tornado, but, yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Next figure is Igniter, who's probably my favorite Skylander, of all time, and only reason he's not my profile picture is just because, I don't know, Eruptor's, he just looks cool, and I took that cool picture. I already kind of explained that, but here's Igniter. He is my favorite Skylander. He's so fun to play. He's so powerful, and he's great in Spyro's Adventure. I know he has a bunch of different figures, so definitely be getting all of them. But here's Igniter. Really cool figure. Let's move on to the next one. Next character I have is Blast Zone. He came with the Washbuckler. Really nothing to say. I mean, he's a starter pack character. He's awesome. I always preferred him over Washbuckler, but I don't know. I really never got too into the swappers, mainly because swapping Washbuckler and Blast Zone over and over really wasn't that fun. But now I have other ones. I have, I believe, 6 or 7 swappers. I don't know, maybe 5. And yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Here's all the magic items. I wanted to put them all in one thing since they're not really that special. They're all in good condition besides this special treasure chest, whatever it's called. Its wings are a bit ripped, and it's, I don't know. I'll probably get a new one. It's, all the magic items are extremely cheap. I might even get another Sparks Dragonfly. He has some weird marks on his head, but probably not. But yeah, definitely be getting a new one of these. His wings are ripped, but yeah, here's all the magic items. They're all really cool. I don't even think I've tried all of them in game. I haven't tried the health potion, or I don't even think I've tried the hourglass, but I'm only missing one, and obviously it's the volcanic vault, which hopefully I'll be getting soon. It does unlock a new battle mode map, which I think is just a reskin of a map, but it's still cool since you don't really see stuff like that anymore. So let's go on to the next figure. Now, this is the final figure or figures. I did get some other stuff from these lots, but these are the last actual Skylander figures. But here's the Dark Light Crypt. There's Empire Vice. There's Dragon's Peak. And the only one I'm replacing is the Pirate Seas. Now, the thing with the Pirate Seas, this thing's incredibly bent. This thing is missing pieces. It's a piece that was missing a piece, and I glued it on there, and it was just, that whole thing's missing. It's not really that expensive, and I'm definitely replacing it just because, I don't know, this whole thing missing just kind of bugs me. But let's move on to the other items that I got from this lot. Here we have a Skylander Swap Force official guide, Master Eon's official guide, which I did have at one point when I was younger. Nothing really crazy. There's a bunch of pages about Swap Force and all the characters and stuff. And I'll definitely be picking up the ones for Giants and the game guides, which come with backstories for all the characters. So I'll definitely be getting those, but there's the Swap Force Master Eon guide. When it comes to games, I have Giants on the Wii, Swap Force on the Wii, everything's for the Wii besides one. Spyro's Adventure on the Wii, Giants on the Wii, and Swap Force on the PlayStation 3. Now, I did pick up this copy today. I'll probably throw this in with a different video because I did get one other thing, but I got another copy for $1. I'm not sure which one's which, but so now I have 3 copies of Giants on the Wii, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Let's move on to the next item. Now, I did get 2 posters with the first lot, one of which being this Giants poster, which is in all right condition. Unfortunately, has the stickers on it. I will be getting all new posters, but the only really reason I would have kept them anyway because, I don't know, but a good reason why I'm keeping these is because they have all the stickers on the back for the few Giants characters that I have, so that's pretty cool. And for Spyro's Adventure, you could definitely see why I kept this mangled piece of trash. You may be wondering why I called the Spyro's Adventure poster a mangled piece of trash. That's because literally half the poster is missing. Also, not to mention, there's writing on all of them. It's highly ripped in all sorts of places. I don't know what WW means. Maybe it means one. I don't know. But the reason I'm keeping it is because it has all the Spyro's Adventure stickers on the back. Only missing the ones that I don't have. So it's actually really cool. I'll probably be getting new versions of these stickers anyways. But I just thought it'd be cool to have them kind of all on one page. Because once I get the stickers, I'm not really taking them off and pasting them anywhere. But I didn't even do that when I was younger. But there's the mangled Spyro's Adventure poster. And let's move on to the next, and I'm pretty sure the final item. The final item I got with these two lots is cards. Now, ignore all the cards that are not Spyro's Adventure or are Love Potion, or no, just ignore all the ones that aren't Spyro's Adventure. It came with every single Spyro's Adventure card, which is really impressive, and they're all in pretty good condition. I will be getting a new lot of them because it is missing the ones I don't have, of course, or I do have now, but they didn't come with cards like Wham Shell, Tornado, Prison Break, and Camo. But let's go through here. We have all the characters. I do have 2 Slam Bams because I used to have a Slam Bam, and I've pretty much all the non-Spyro's Adventure cards are cards that I had. So these were from my old Skylanders collection, like Blast Zone and all those guys. But yeah, it comes with all of them. Yeah, Love Potion Pop Fizz is right there. He did come with a lot. So all the Spyro's Adventure and Love Potion Pop Fizz are from the lot. The rest are not. But it even came with all the magic items, which is really impressive. But yeah, there's pretty much all the Spyro's Adventure cards there. And I'm pretty sure that's it for the video. As you can see, I have a lot of, can't even speak, a lot of other stuff to go through, like this Mega Bloks Giant set. We got Spyro Mask. We got some new in-box Skylanders. We got some out-of-box Skylanders that I didn't go through. We got some Giants I didn't go through, some Swappers. And I'll go through all of those one day. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys the major lot. And probably the next video after this is going to be some other stuff that isn't Skylanders related. Because I can, I could just do that now with this new channel rebrand. I could pretty much do whatever I want with my videos and go over the other stuff I collect. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified every time I post a video. Hope you guys enjoy the new channel rebrand. I know for all you CC Rocketfire fans, you guys are probably disappointed, but honestly, it's just better for me and my channel. I can post more frequently. I just got stumped with the Chuck E. Cheese content because programming is not an easy task. It takes 3 hours for regular songs, and the Abbey Road medley I was programming was taking like 10 hours. But I'll go over all the reasons I'm rebranding, or you can see all the reasons that I'm rebranding from the previous video uploaded before this. But yeah, here's the video. Just wanted to show you guys the 2 lots, and I'll go over all the rest of the Skylanders and Skylanders items, like these cool controllers, little sneak peek. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.